Hi everybody, John Charles with you again with part 2, installment number 2 of my reinstituted sidewalk sale haul video on vinyl or fodder for my Moody Mood Music online radio station channel. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll refer you to part 1 where I show you the first part. Let me start out this video by saying, if you are a fan of easy listening music, either that you actually like it or you think it's amusing and funny and reminds you of being in a grocery store in 1965 or in an elevator somewhere in the 1970s, you might want to check out my easy listening radio station called Moody Mood Music, which is on Live 365. That's free to listen to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Beautiful, restful mood music. Yeah. The link is below if you want to check that out. I also have a Hawaiian station called Hawaiian Hi-Fi. And they're hobbies for me. I don't make money. In fact, I pay a little bit to have them. They're just hobbies. So if you enjoy that, please check it out. And I love going shopping for cheap dollar bin, easy listening records. That's kind of the whole content of the station. Sort of cast aside vinyl. So I went back to the record sale this past weekend, which they reinstituted. They haven't had it during the pandemic, and they brought it back. Got about 50 records, and I just showed a video that had the first half. So let's look at the second half and just briefly show you what I bought. This is Glen Campbell with the astounding 12-string guitar. Now most of these I have spot checked, listened to a little bit. I'm part of the records now, so I can, tell you a little bit about it. Anyway, Glen Campbell, of course, is really known as a singer, but also a guitar player. This is somehow a little bit more country sounding than I was thinking it was going to be, so I'm not totally on board with this, but it's a dollar record, so if you don't like it or you don't want to use it on the station, you can frisbee it into the trash can. No guilt whatsoever. Frankie Valli, yeah, close up. So there are a few things I enjoy in easy listening music more than oh, you're getting totally getting reflection. That's okay. Than pop stars of an earlier time period trying to maintain their relevancy and into the 70s. This one's 1978, sometimes into the 80s. Releasing albums of trying to be more contemporary kinds of music and trying to sort of maintain their relevancy. I would leave it up to you whether they succeed at that or not. But boy, there's some enjoyable records, and this one was still sealed in the plastic, so whoever had it didn't even play it. But I played a little bit of it, and I'm telling you, it's a thing of beauty. It's beautiful. Here's one of those half-half records. Half of it is the Hi-Lo's singing group, great singing group, and the other half is the Jerry Felding Orchestra doing instrumentals. No surprises here. Well, I did pick up Adventures. I do pick them up sometimes. Dollar record bands, and I should say some of these records were in amazing, beautiful condition for $1. Not a blister or anything on them. This is the Go With The Ventures album. And, some of their stuff is a little bit harsh as far as, mood music goes, but some of it does work mixed in that format. Here's a record I have to say I was disappointed. I mean, it's $1, so I was just going to get it and try it and see. I love the Vince Guaraldi Trio and the music from the Charlie Brown shows. I love that music. I knew this wasn't Vince Guaraldi, but it's Snoopy and his friends, the Royal Guardsmen, One side of the album is stories and the other side is music. And I had just thought, because I didn't have a lot of time to look at these records, I was kind of pulling them out and I only had 45 minutes. So I didn't, if I had looked at this more, I probably would have realized it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. But I thought like the music side might be, I knew it wasn't Vince Guaraldi, but I thought it might be sort of Vince Guaraldi, kind of like music from Charlie Brown shows. And it's not. It's this group, the Royal Guardsmen. I'm sorry, I don't know who they are. Maybe I should, because maybe they were famous. I don't know. But it's just kind of like a rock singers, which I don't really get with Snoopy. I don't get it. Well, I guess Snoopy's Christmas. Did they do the original Snoopy's Christmas song? Was that the Royal Guardsmen? I didn't even look that up because that's on here. I guess that would make sense then, but yeah, disappointing. But it's only $1. Dinah Washington, you'll never be disappointed for $1. Always lovely and beautiful singer. This one too, I wasn't sure about. This was a reissue of an earlier album, but I thought I would try it. And there are some things on here that I think would be suitable. It's the Manhattan Transfer, Juke. I thought it said Jukin, yeah, Junkin or something at first, but Jukin, like the jukebox, I guess. This is a reissued album. The music's all from like 1971, 72. This is a much later reissue of an earlier album, but yeah, there's some good stuff on here. I think that would work. You gotta love the Manhattan Transfer. This one also, I thought, well, for $1, let's just check it out. I don't know. Willy Mitchell's, I'd never seen it before. Willy Mitchell's Driving Beat. Some of it's okay, some of it's too hard. Again, kind of like The Venture, some of it is too hard. But I think there's a couple tracks on here that kind of would be okay. A little bit danceable, kind of cute, not too intense. But yeah, whatever. Never saw it before, didn't know what it was. Okay, this one, well, I had to get this. Frankie Avalon, Swinging on a Rainbow, and it's a gatefold too. And again, very old record, in amazing condition, pretty good, amazing condition here. And he's very teeny bopper, of course, and whatever, but there's some songs on here that are pretty and nice and would go well on a mood music station, so yeah. Frankie Avalon. Again, here's one I didn't know. Songs by Tommy Sanz, but it's from a soundtrack of the 20th Century CinemaScope picture Sing Boy Sing. I've never seen it. And again, some of it's just too teeny bopper, bubblegum, whatever, but some of it's okay. There's Mr. Tommy Sanz. Now, here's something nice, really nice. Little bit of a surprise. So Paul Horn, you might be familiar with, jazz artist, also ended up doing kind of a lot of new agey sort of stuff later on. Here's something I haven't seen. I don't know that it's particularly rare, but I've never really come across it, is Paul Horn, the Paul Horn Quintet with voices, doing very easy listening. Now, he is flutist. He's on a bass flute, alto flute, regular flute, also on the clarinet on this album with a quintet, doing sort of normal, easy listening kind of songs. It's very nice. I was listening to some of this, and this definitely format. Now, here's a group I really liked too. I just, anything that's the so-and-so singers, I'm going to grab, because easy listening, you need that, but you can't just have, endless break on of stuff. Alan, Copeland Chorus and Orchestra, these guys were pretty groovy and sound pretty cool, so I'm happy about this one. Jazz artist, but very good for the format. Jonah Jones at the Embers. This one, okay, I got this for me, not for the station, but I love some, I don't know, like 70s and 80s sort of gospel music sometimes, where those, you know, the so-and-so families and whatever, and they all have gigantic hair and crazy clothes, and then their music's sort of like easy listening, really, a lot of it. I kind of dig that. And I just got this for the heck of it. I'm like, okay, Watchtower, from the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society of Pennsylvania. This is record number 10 in a series of some sort. One side's instrumental and the other side's people singing. They sound sort of like, I don't know, not super great, but the instrumentals are nice. This one, yeah, I picked this up. I was excited to see it, Crown Records, Dave Brubeck, without realizing that I already had it, because like I said, I didn't really have time to look at things. But this, I have it on with a different cover, but it's the same record. A Night in Las Vegas with the Mary Kay Trio. I didn't know if you're familiar with them, but they're wonderful. Yeah, good stuff. And then we have yet another celebrity who later in their career, 1978, this one is also, I think the other was 78. 78 was the year, man. People were trying to make a comeback. Wayne Newton, Change of Heart. This is gold too. This is a gold one. I love to be having, programming easy listening, or listening to an easy listening station and then hearing a voice that you're familiar with, trying to sound sort of more of a different era. Love that. The Crew Cuts. Now, you might be familiar with them. They're, vocal group here, very groovy, not groovy, but, very good vocal group. But not only are the Crew Cuts have a ball, but there's also on the other side, plus bowling tips by top stars. So this is a bonus. Not only do you get music, but you get bowling tips from a top male and female bowler.
Pointed toward about 10 o'clock. Practice that handshake delivery some more with your hand in the 10 o'clock position. Now the ball will slide off your fingers.
I picked up a couple records by this lady. I just wasn't sure. I didn't have anything from her. I've heard of her. I never had anything from her. Timmy Euro. Soul Timmy Euro. What's a Matter, Baby? Yeah, not a fan. I mean, I've listened to some of it, and she's okay. She's a just decent singer, but I don't know. I find it sort of dated sounding, and yeah, I was not that big of a fan. I will not pick up her other stuff if she has it. On the other hand, here's somebody else I took a chance on, never heard of before. Cilla Black. Is It Love? Her real name was Priscilla White, changed to Cilla Black. I don't know why. But on the other hand, here's one. I really like her voice, and I really like her style. So, yeah, new to me, but yeah, I dig this lady. I had to get this. I don't know if you're familiar with Dinah Mouskouri from Greece, but I personally love Dinah Mouskouri. I will get any Dinah Mouskouri record I don't have. If it's in a dollar bin, honey, I'm getting it because I live for her. I love her music. Love it. Goodbye, my love, dear. She's originally from Greece. Well, she is from Greece. Sang in many different languages. Okay, then we have some very hardcore, easy, loungy music. Eddie Arnold, absolutely. The Sandpipers, absolutely wonderful, beautiful vocal group. Absolutely easy listening. I have several of their records. And also Jack Jones. Even the cover says it all. How lush and moody is this? What the world needs now is love. And does it not? Does it not? And then I wrap up the last one I got. I didn't know. I thought I'd take a chance on it. Didn't really know what it was, but I thought, let's listen to it. And it's, yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. It's okay. United we stand, the brotherhood of man. Well, it's the time. These are all songs about like unity. Love is a good foundation, sing in the sunshine, you know, living in the land of love, too many heartaches, united we stand, etc. It sounds kind of like Up With People or something to me. I mean, it's passable. I was hoping it might have been a little more like a Ray Conniffy sounding group or something, but it isn't. But it's okay because, you know, united we stand. It's the time, right? Black Lives Matter, Me Too movement, etc., etc. You know. We'll throw some things in there from this. Okay, that's what I got. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more, and leave any comments below. And don't forget to check below for the link to Moody Mood Music if you would like to check out that free to listen to radio station online. So take care, have a good week, and we will see you in the next video.